Alright, what's up guys? This is the Gentello Project again. Starting off yet another video with two apologies again. The first one being that, again, the audio is going to be shit for this. I didn't really explain it in the last video, but I already packed the car for college, and I already put my mic in the car because I didn't really expect to be recording anything. But, sorry, I got a text message. I'll respond to that later. But I was inspired by some of the things that were going on Reddit and people just getting very upset, and I just figured I would, you know, make the video while I was inspired and while the thought was fresh in my mind. So I didn't want to waste time waiting until I actually unpacked everything from the car tomorrow. So I'm now staying up all night to record this, to edit it, and then to upload it onto YouTube. I'm going to be up all night and I have to wake up early, but I just thought it would be important to make this. The other apologies that I'm going to make is that if you couldn't tell by now, this video is going to be a lot more serious than the last one. It's probably going to be a lot longer too, but I just thought this was way more important than, laughing about streamer favoritism. And this video is basically about something that's very sensitive to the community, and it's fucking course with the scorpion. Um, it's basically about slashing Zora, Nightmare Zone, Wyverns. The really big things that the people in our community are upset with the mods about, and a lot of people are, they're getting pissed with Mod Matt K for some of the stuff he was saying on Reddit about how it's the data that they're collecting is purely for financial reasons, like whether or not they're going to lose subscribers. It has nothing to do with game integrity, and a lot of people are upset at that. And they're saying that people should be more, or that the mod should be more concerned with, the game than they are with profits. But I think something that a lot of people are just not understanding is that they're complaining to the wrong people. And what I mean by that is, when you're on the phone with a shitty customer service, like if you call up Comcast and try to cancel your service, like a lot of people in America are doing nowadays, they find out that Comcast are going to be absolute dicks about it, and they're going to try to make sure that you can't cancel your service, and they're going to make it basically as hard as possible for you to do what you want to do because they don't want you to cancel your service. And a lot of people end up getting mad at the guy on the phone with them, thinking that that person's just being a jerk. But it's not that guy, that customer service rep. He doesn't care whether or not you're actually like subscribed to Comcast. The only reason he cares is because his boss is telling him to do it. So you getting mad at him isn't going to change anything. It's not going to change the policies. And that's essentially where old school is right now. A lot of people are getting mad at Mod Matt K, they're getting mad at Ash, they're getting mad at Ghost, Kieran, who's new to the team and hasn't even, been around for most of the controversy surrounding this. Like, he might have been playing, but he wasn't like on the staff to make most of these decisions. And they're saying that they don't understand why the mods don't care about the game and that they only care about the profits and stuff. And it's not Mod Matt K that cares about whether or not people are gonna subscribe, unsubscribe, because it's not like that's where it's not gonna affect him as much. Is what I'm trying to say, is the people that are at the very top of the company that make the executive decision. Sure, obviously you can go the drastic route and say if the game fails completely and has to be taken offline, well then Matt K is out of the job, But what I'm saying is, like, whether or not the game has 25,000 subscribers or 20,000 subscribers isn't going to affect Matt K or Ash or anyone that much. It's not like their pay is, 30,000 euros a year plus, an extra euro for every single person that subscribed. they are probably just as upset about Nightmare Zone, about splashing, about Zora, about wyverns, about bots, about everything that you could complain about. They are probably just as pissed because a lot of them love the game too, and some of them, like Kieran and stuff, they play the game in their free time because they enjoy it that much. But they're not the ones that get to make the really, really important decisions about about things that are going to affect player count. That's going to be upper management. So when you're getting mad on Reddit and you're leaving nasty comments for Matt K, you're going to get those easy upvotes. Just like I got a bunch of views because, oh, I was so funny and stupid when I was complaining about streamer favoritism. But the fact of the matter is, when it comes to something, why did I bank that? When it comes to something as important as whether or not massive amounts of people are going to cancel their membership, Matt K is not the one that gets to make that decision. He'll never be the one to make that decision because it's going to be made by the upper level management people at Jagex, or I guess IVP Investment Venture Project. I don't even know what the name of those fucking cunts are, but they're the people that, they're the reason there's microtransactions on RuneScape 3. They're the reason that old school RuneScape doesn't get as much mod support, even though they have just as many subscribers. They're the reason that RuneScape is being treated as a cash cow right now instead of as a regular game like Blizzard or like um, Blizzard treats World of Warcraft and such. They're the reason that we have so many policies like this. Um, they're the reason that Matt, Kate, and Ash can't do the things that are healthy for the game because they're the ones that are concerned with how much profit the company's making. Matt K, Ash, Ghost, they're in charge of, developing things into the game. But upper level management, they're the ones that are responsible for making sure that quotas are met, that they're making enough money to show to the investors, to show to the stockholders that, the company's profiting, that they're going to make money off of this. And I know a lot of you are probably thinking in your head, well, you know what, they could be making more money if they treated their customers good, if they had a good game, if they weren't looking for immediate profit and they were looking long term. And that's probably true. That's a fair point. But companies today have consistently shown, people like Verizon, people like Comcast, actually practically any ISP or hell, any major cable company have shown that they're more concerned with immediate profit than they are with having satisfied customers that they'll keep for, decades and decades. They're more concerned with lining their wallets right now, with making the CEO rich so in 5 years he can, retire so someone else can come in and make more cutthroat decisions so that the immediate stockholder can sell their stocks and retire quicker. They're more concerned with making as much money as they can right now instead of being in it for the long haul to make more money over, the course of 10 years, 20 years, if, RuneScape's even around for that much longer. We're playing a version of the game that's 8 years old. How much longer is 2007 Scape going to realistically last? As much as we don't want to talk about that, like, does this game really have another 10 years in it? So we can't even be really too critical of them for wanting to make a lot of money now rather than later because, this game's old. We have no idea how much longer this game is going to last. Do I want Splashing, Zora, Wyverns, Nightmare Zone out of the game? Yes, absolutely. I would vote. Well, I guess not on this account. I can't vote on this account yet. Don't have the total level. But, on my other accounts, I would vote if they put out a poll right now, and I would say get rid of it. Get rid of every single one of it. I haven't used any of them on my accounts. I haven't splashed. I don't have the Slayer level for Wyvern. I don't have any of the requirements to be able to do Zora. I've never even been to Nightmare Zone because I don't really care about doing them, because I just like playing the game the way I played it when I was a little kid. And if that means I'm doing it inefficiently, that's fine. So I hope you guys don't mind this other boring gameplay. I promise at some point I'll make another joke video where I'm just chopping willows or maples or yews or whatever, and I'll do the shirtless Saturday stream. Um, oh, I didn't tell you guys about that yet, but you'll see. I got loads of cool ideas for this channel, but I just wanted to make this video to say that, like, when you're commenting on Reddit and you're getting that easy karma, you're not really complaining to the right people. If you want to see a really big change made in the game, you need to get the email addresses or the contact information for the upper level management people at Jagex, and that's who you have to email to say, look, you're saying that you don't want to take this stuff out of the game because you're going to lose members. But I'm telling you right now that if you don't take this out of the game, then I'm going to unsubscribe. And I know a lot of people, even if it stays in the game, are probably not going to unsubscribe because they like the game too much. And I can totally understand that, because I don't want to unsubscribe because I like playing RS3. I have a hardcore Iron Man on there right now with a total level of about 1800, which isn't terribly impressive on that game, but I like playing it, so I don't want to be unsubscribed from it, and I get that. But if you're really passionate about making sure this game gets the changes it needs, then that's what you're going to have to tell them. You're going to have to hit them where it hurts, because they've shown that they really only care about the short-term money. So you have to show them that if they want to make money short-term and long-term, that they need to get rid of this, and that they're going to lose more subscribers if they keep it in than if they get rid of it. So that's all I really have to say about this. Again, I apologize for the serious video. I know that's not really what people on this subreddit are into. You get more. I'm probably not going to get as many views for this because it's not a funny joke. It's not the meme-tastic video I made last time where I got so many views on YouTube. Of course, the scorpion attacks. I have to lure it again. But I just thought this topic was too important to make a meme video about. Streamer favoritism. It sucks, but it's not going to kill the game. But wow, I totally failed that lore. But alright, I'm just gonna go straight to the bank for the end of this video. Very, very good content. You'll watch me bang standing. But streamer favoritism isn't gonna kill the game, so I thought it was okay to make a joke video about that. But these AFK methods and these economy shattering monsters like Zulrah and Wyverns, those are things that'll ruin a game, and that's just the fact of the matter, is that they're going to ruin the game. So when they're collecting all their data to see if it's going to ruin their profit lines, they're not really concerned. Where upper management isn't concerned if it's going to ruin the integrity of the game. And you can get as mad K as you want, but he's not going to be able to do anything because it's not his decision. So you got to show them that they're going to lose money if they keep it in the game. But I've probably repeated myself too much, and this video is probably unprofessional as hell, but hey, that's just how I want to do these things, off the cuff. Just do it on the first try to just show you how I really feel. So I hope you guys enjoy this video as much as you did my last one. If you want to subscribe and follow me on Twitch, my Twitch name is the same as my YouTube channel. Twitch will probably be a lot more fun content. The YouTube's probably going to be a mix of both funny videos and serious ones like this. I don't know how often it'll be updated, probably only when controversial things like this happen, but thanks for watching the whole way through, and you guys have a nice day.